Recently, I read a book named Man's Search for Meaning, written by Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl was an Austrian neurologist and psychiatrist and a Holocaust survivor. The book comprised of two main sections. In the first section, Dr. Frankl tells his story in the concentration camps and shares his observations with an objective, scientific eye of a psychiatrist. In the second section, he explains logotherapy, which is a form of existential analysis founded by him. Logotherapy's main idea is that it is the striving to find a meaning in one's life that is the primary, most powerful, motivating, and driving force in humans. After reading the book, I remembered an emergency medical technician, Matthew O'Reilly's talk on TED. He says he responded to a number of incidents where the patient had minutes to live. He observed that in their last minutes, people want to know that their lives had meaning. They also look for forgiveness and remembrance. This makes a lot of sense. Have you thought about the meaning of your life? If you have you come up with an answer? If you are still seeking, looking back over your life may help you to see the meaning in it. When we are in the middle of events, we usually have a limited view. But time acts like an exceptional tool to increase our altitude, so that we can look at what happened and see the whole picture from above. If we look back, we see the events in a timeline, which makes it easier to observe the cause and effects of the events. We can even go one step further here and question for which outcome we have gone through all those ups and downs. Do you remember Steve Jobs' Stanford commencement speech in 2005? He had a similar point of view. He said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something. Your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. That will make all the difference." Sometimes, even looking back may not make your life's meaning more visible to you. But still, you need to know that your life has a special meaning, even though you don't know it yet. Everybody's life is unique and meaningful without exception. The meanings we find in our lives are so different from each other. They are individual and all are significant. We may tend to think that our life should have saving the world kind of meaning, because we need to feel that we are important and worthy. Well, luckily, most of us don't have to save the world. Our worthiness doesn't come from what we do. It's by nature. We were given life because we are worthy. According to logotherapy, we can find the meaning in life in three different ways. The first is by creating a work or by doing a deed. The second is by experiencing something or encountering someone. In other words, meaning can be found not only in work, but also in love. The third is by the attitude we take toward unavoidable suffering. Even though we can't change the unpleasant conditions, we can choose our attitude towards the conditions and grow beyond ourselves. Dr. Frankl says that even in the most absurd, painful, and dehumanized situation, life has potential meaning, and that, therefore, even suffering is meaningful. If someone like Dr. Frankl, who survived concentration camps, arrives at this conclusion, I take his word for it.